Now by the head coach of the Ferris State Bulldogs, Kurt Westendorp. Coach, gotta first of all congratulate you. You get a GLIAC North Division championship. You just celebrated senior day and a great afternoon here at Wink Arena.
Yeah, I feel pretty blessed right now. We got a great group of young women that have worked really, really hard. You know, it's been a crazy year in the GLIAC as far as all the parity goes, but you know, when we played all the games, you know, when you finish on top of the North Division, you know, that's really what your goals are. But more important than that, I'm really proud of our seniors, and I'm proud of the young women that they are. You know, they're all three going to be graduates of this university. They're all three going to be great stewards. They're going to be great representatives of the university as alumni. So I'm just really, really proud of those three and the people that they are. And I'm just so happy that they were able to experience this today, that they were able to get this win today. You know, it's a memory that they'll cherish forever.
Obviously, a tough game here against Northern Michigan this afternoon. You had to battle for most of the way, but really took control early in that second half and were able to build a double-digit lead and then hold on going down the stretch of the fourth.
Yeah, they're a tough team. They did a nice job today. They shot the ball way better than they have in the last couple games, and that's basketball. So we were moving fairly well defensively early, and they knocked down some shots in that first quarter, you know, a little bit unexpectedly from our part. But we adjusted. We tried to get a little bit more energy in our defense and try to close in on them a little bit earlier, not let them get as much space when they're getting those shots off. So we knew they were going to be a tough challenge, and then defensively, they played well in the entire game. They got so much length that really makes it tough on us. But our girls did a nice job of being aggressive. You know, Caden was nice and aggressive. You know, Adrian was nice and aggressive. We were able to get the ball inside a little bit. So we really kind of wore them down, I think, you know, with able to just kind of keep the pace going up and down, move the ball. Zoe Anderson making some just huge shots for us in that second half. So really, really pleased that we were able to get this win and play fairly well to get it.
You mentioned Caden Blanchard came off the bench here for the first time, I think, all season for your team and really played well. It was senior day, but she had a big moment for those seniors here this afternoon.
Yeah, I joked with her after the game. I was like, if I can get 20 points out of you every night, I'll bring you off the bench every game. So I don't know if that's exactly going to happen and be the plan going forward, but we had a nice little moment there talking about it while we were cutting down the nets. So, no, she did a great job coming in, was very aggressive, was very balanced. You know, I felt like she did a nice job getting herself into the paint, finding those angles. She looked a little quicker today, you know, than she has in the last couple, so she's nice and fresh. It was nice to see, you know, because last year she had a great year, and playing the back-to-back games, it kind of wore her down a little bit. So it was nice to see her being nice, really fresh, really active. Like, it was great. It was great to see Caden play that way.
Obviously, you got them into a little bit of foul trouble in that first half. How important was that here as you really tried to establish yourself in the course of the ball game?
It wasn't really the game plan to try to get them in foul trouble, but we'll definitely take it. So, because Rude was having her way down there, and really the fouls were the only things that really slowed her, that stopped her. So we were going to have to make a couple other changes on her, but when she picked up her fourth, we didn't have to make those changes. So we were going to have to start sending double teams at her. But when she had the 4 fouls, she went out, and I don't know that she really came back in. The group that they had in was playing with good energy, so they didn't quite go to her right away. But I felt like she did an excellent job, and it was kind of tough to get some stops in there when they got as deep as they did with their offensive positioning.
Finally here, talk about how your kids came back. A tough loss on Thursday night, a game that had a lot riding on it. Able to bounce back and get a big win in another tough game here this afternoon.
I say it a lot. Our girls have a lot of character. You know, that they really are mentally tough kids. You know, every season you go through some ups and some downs where sometimes you just don't execute quite the way that you want to. You know, on Thursday night we wanted it. Maybe we wanted it a little bit too much and played a little bit tight from time to time, and we just got out-executed. And that's what we talked about, that today if we wanted to get the win, we had to earn it. You know, they weren't just going to give it to us. We got to come out there and play our game and really earn it, and our girls did.
Obviously, a win here today gives you the divisional title, but probably gives you a home game in the first round of the conference tournament as well. And how important will that be here as you look to make a run in the GLIAC tournament?
It's great that you don't have to get on a bus and go somewhere. So I think the way, I don't know the scores, and you don't need to tell me quite yet. I'll get to my office and I'll figure it out. But I didn't think there was a scenario where we could win and drop down to the 5. So I'm pretty sure we'll be hosting. Who we're hosting, we'll see. You know, it's going to be a team that we probably split with in the regular season, because we split with pretty much everybody, it felt like. So it'll be great to be able to be in Wink Arena, have our fans, a doubleheader with the men will be great. Hopefully we can pack this place out, get a really good atmosphere, because postseason basketball is a whole different ball game, and we're going to need to be on our top.
Well, Coach, congratulations again on the win, the divisional title, and we'll talk to you again coming up later on this week.
All right, thank you, Robert.